Hi everybody, slightly different Branco Outdoors video for you this time. Obviously you've got me instead of Martin. Martin's busy making knives that we've got a deadline for. So just wanted to come on here and tell you all and show you all about this devastation that the storm Kristin left in central Portugal. So yeah, I just thought we'd show you what's happened, what's gone on and how everything's been here on the ground. So so it started on January the 28th in the morning. We went to kind of bed and the wind was blowing. It was really quite loud. We didn't think anything of it. The storm had been predicted, but nobody had said just how bad it was going to be. So I think it's about 4 o'clock in the morning. I got up and I went for a wee. I basically was like, wow, this is pretty windy. I'm just gonna go upstairs and check our loft area. So as some of you know, our house in Portugal is a renovation project that Martin and I are doing ourselves. So it takes a long time to get things done. Obviously we're working full time and trying to do the house renovation. So our loft space is kind of like access from our bedroom. So there's a really small staircase that goes up and it's not insulated. So literally you can see the tiles. So I went up there, put my torch on, and I was like, oh, good old roof, it's like doing its job, it's staying put. And I literally like came down the stairs, I think I literally got back into bed, and we lay there and we were both awake, and it got to like just before 5 o'clock and we were like, oh shit, what on earth is happening? We jumped out of bed, put some clothes on, ran up into the loft, and literally our tiles were falling off and we had several holes. So yeah, we got our clothes on and we jumped into the loft, and already there was a few tiles that were falling. Thankfully Martin Monkey Arms was literally pulling the tiles up back into place as they were falling down the roof, and thank God that he did, because if he hadn't, we'd have just ended up, I think, with the whole roof coming off, or the majority of the roof coming off. So as it was literally blowing this gale, we were pulling tiles back onto the roof and fixing the holes. And we managed to do like the majority of them, but obviously we'd lost some tiles and the wind was just coming still. And then it finally stopped about 6 o'clock in the morning. So during that whole time we were battling to save our roof and holding bits down and pulling the tiles back up whilst getting soaking wet with the rain and the wind, and the noise was just like immense. Nothing I have ever heard before in my life. And at the time we just we didn't click in that it was just wind. Like we didn't hear any trees, any other noise. It was just like, wow, this just extreme noise. So all the trees from the front in the storm, I could see that there was not many there. And then look at this, all the tiles from the front of our house have gone. The guttering is bent. Fuck. It's crazy. You see, it's just totally uprooted the trees. You see on the field, all of those ones there have fallen down and been uprooted. Olive tree branches. Martin's been out with a neighbour from up the hill cutting some trees down the road because they were covering the road and blocking people from going. And he works for the power company, so we kind of need him to go to work because there's no power, no internet, no nothing. The view of the roadside is a little bit different. Look at the roots on that have been pulled up. So there's several trees down there. It's just insane. Totally crazy. That there is part of our chestnut tree. You see all the trees hanging over. Thankfully none of them hit the lodge, which is obviously just been done, so that's great. And Martin tells me the big, oh wow, know if you can see it very well. The big, beautiful cork tree in the corner that wasn't ours is now totally down. It's just ridiculous. We used to have a shed. Where the fuck is it?
Where is it? Oh my god. Holy shit. It's gone. It's actually fucking gone.
There's bits.
Oh my god, it's in the trees over there. That's fucking 200 meters. There's my shed. Come from all the way over there.
Oh my god. The shed's gone from all the way there to in those fucking trees. It's mental. There's bits everywhere.
Thing is snapped.
Wow.
It's a concrete pylon.
Look at that. Somebody's roof. Fuck.
Oh, it's off the president's house.
Look at the destruction. There's shit everywhere. Oh my god. Fuck. These people had fence all the way across.
All them panels.
Over there. Someone's like whole fake lawn.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, look at these trees. Fuck.
Oh. That's why I didn't come down here. There's a cable across the road. Well, that doesn't help us get the cat, does it?
Oh my god. So our house really had the damage to the roof. When we came outside in the light of day, we could actually see that the ridge tiles, not all of them, but some of them were missing too. Obviously we had a couple of holes and all the tiles along the front, and then obviously there was tree damage. So the weather on the Wednesday was actually not too awful, like the calm after the storm. So there was people coming in and out, driving around. So we thought, okay, our priority is to like get the house watertight and try and get these tiles fixed whilst we could, because I don't know if you've seen, but obviously there's a lot more storms that have hit us. So yeah, we kind of wanted to get that as best as we could fixed as quickly as possible. And also we wanted to go check on some of our friends, knowing like where they lived and their situations, to make sure that they were okay. So we, whether it was stupid or not, I don't know, but at the time it seemed fine because obviously the winds were calm. There's other people driving around. So we took the chainsaw, took Martin's car, little 4x4, and we went to find tiles. And thankfully we did, with everybody else in the whole of Portugal. They were out getting tiles. There was a tile shortage. We couldn't get the ridge tiles. We did manage to find other tiles so that we could patch our holes up and things like that, so that was great.
You know when there's some things that you just don't need.
The Portuguese people are amazing. Everyone's kind of like digging in and just getting on with it. It was 8 days till we had electricity. Thankfully we were able, one of the people's house that we're looking after had actually given us a generator a couple of months ago, so that was a godsend. So we had generator power, but we literally put it on for like 1 to 2 hours a day just to make sure that the fridge freezer stayed cold. and also my tropical fish. That's been quite a thing. I managed to keep them alive. I've lost 2 fish and a snail, but obviously the temperature of the water just drops, so I've been wrapping them up in a blanket and an oodie that Martin brought me at Christmas, which is so fluffy, and it was managing to keep them warm, so that's good. But yeah, very odd to wrap my fish up every night. Obviously the tank, not the actual fish themselves, because that would be weird. So yeah, 8 days later, we got back onto, well, they got like massive generators everywhere, so our little village was the first to get connected, and then obviously it took several days for them to connect us. So the power is there, but it does keep coming out and on and off, you know. There's no internet, there's no phone signal, so that's really a struggle. Obviously with my job, I have to be connected to the internet and plugged into a router for my work, and I can't do it. So thankfully they've been really good. Just said, you know, let us know when you're back online and everything. The power, the internet people have no idea how long it's going to take. So yeah, that's it really. The biggest thing for me was I was due to come back to England. The storm hit on the Wednesday morning. I was due to fly on Thursday, which obviously wasn't going to happen because the place was a disaster. It was so dangerous out there. So I didn't get my flight, and I couldn't call my mum to tell her that I wasn't coming because I was meant to have a funeral in England on Friday. And obviously that caused a lot of stress because my mum had no idea what was going on. And I speak to my mum at least like minimum 2 times a day. So she was really obviously scared and worried. And like our brothers, so my brother-in-laws and my other brother-in-law, Jack, we're all discussing about whether to come over to find us and rescue us, basically. So yeah, they were just kind of waiting to see, but they knew that something bad had happened because obviously I'd not been in touch with my mum and I was due to come back to England. So that was the worst part, is like not being able to be connected to everybody and just let them know. So like right now, if we need signal, we have to drive into town to get signal for the internet, which is a pain in the backside, but at least we've got power, at least we're safe, and our roof is fixed, it's watertight, and we are a lot better off than a lot of people out here. So we just got to be grateful, really, that is the case. Portuguese people are amazing. They're just digging in and getting on. We've had lots of messages from our hunting buddies here to offer to come and help with everything. They're just amazing. So yeah, I think we've done well to be where we are and that we're not worse off. So yeah. So let me tell you a little story. We decided that as there is total devastation everywhere, we've done 8 trees this morning, as you can see. We thought, well, this one's been playing on our minds that it's too close to the lodge, so we should probably cut it down. And that other one there, that one. So that one went fine. Mart's, I don't know if you can see it. Let's zoom in. Can you see that there? That's Martin's chainsaw blade. So it got stuck. So he tried an axe. He then changed the blade on the chainsaw, so like took the motor part off the back, got a new blade from not a new, but a blade from a different chainsaw that we got, and attached it, and managed to make some headway in cutting it down. And then it literally fell and is now hanging on the cork tree. So Mark's plan, as you can see, he's got a rope, he's got the famous Suki, and he's gonna try pulling it with his car. So, wishes good luck. Be back in a sec. So, the car is now attached to the rope, and the rope is attached to the tree. So, let's see what happens. not going to plan. Kinda to plan? Your blade came out, it's on the floor. See where we go from here then. So, I don't even know what try we're on now, but Martin's going to try and cut the front of the tree off to see if it makes it light enough that the back end will kind of like flip back out, which could be quite entertaining if it works. So. I'm really considering that I should get life insurance on this guy. Is that gonna be it? Well, it's better that it's kind of on the ground rather than hanging in the air, I guess. Back to where we were. It's kind of less dramatic than I'd feared, and kind of also secretly wanted it to be. But there you go. It's down on the ground. I'm gonna stop now.
Me and Jack headed out to see if we could find the shed and bring it back somehow. When we got there, it was one hell of a mess. It's gonna take some moving. So we found the shed. What do you think, Jack? Go back together?
Oh yeah, it'll kick out.
Yeah, no problem. Hammer and a block of wood. Might take an hour or two. I really wish we could have seen this shed flying through the air, because there was big marks 20 foot up in the eucalyptus trees where it hit it before falling down to the ground. Incredible.
Good? Okay, it's not already. Alright. Okay!
So literally, as I just stopped recording the last video, the Portuguese army have just driven past. So that's it's good to see that people are on the ground helping people. So it's fab. So yeah, that was it really. Just wanted to give you an insight because I know the British media haven't really done anything about this. Showing you guys what's been going on. Well, they did, but it was a bit late. So yeah, just thank you everyone for watching. Thank you everyone that's reached out for offering help and assistance and everything, and future help. So really, really appreciate it. It means a lot to us. So yeah, thanks to Jack again for coming out and helping. That made a massive difference to us. And for me personally, I just want to thank Martin, Monkey Arms Martin, for saving our roof, for making sure that I don't break down all the time. There's a lot of outtakes on this where I've just cried. So just because it's just sad, not anything else. It's just the devastation everywhere and all that type of thing. But he's been great. He's a superstar. He's helped so many people in the local community, fixing roofs, cutting trees down. He's just an angel. So yeah, I'm gonna go now before I cry and I talk any more rubbish. So hopefully the next Branco outdoor video will actually be some fun stuff and not the devastation. So I know we've got some exciting things coming up soon, so keep an eye. Hopefully we won't have any more devastation stories. We'll be going hunting and stuff like that. For me personally, I'm actually at the minute trying to learn my Portuguese hunting so that I can do my hunting test and then hopefully go and hunt some deer and some boar. So hopefully I can do it. Martin got 100% on his, so just feeling the pressure ever so slightly not to let him beat me on that. So yeah, I'll keep you updated on that. And yeah, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and yeah, see you all soon. Kapow!